Welcome to the web tutorial on Wellbeing in Daily Life, a supplement to the panel study of income dynamics. To begin, let's go over what you can expect to learn. This tutorial has 4 parts. We'll begin with a brief overview of the PSID, followed by an overview of the design and content of the Wellbeing in Daily Life supplement. We'll then describe the data structure, and finally, how to access the data from the PSID website. We'll start with an overview of the PSID. Begun in 1968, the PSID is the world's longest-running national household panel survey. The PSID has interviewed and re-interviewed families annually from 1968 to 1997 and biennially since 1997. The PSID has collected data on family composition changes, expenditures, marriage and fertility histories, employment, income, health, wealth, and more. The Wellbeing in Daily Life supplement was conducted in 2016 with support from the National Institute on Aging. The supplement used web as the primary data collection mode, but also offered a paper questionnaire option. The eligible sample consisted of individuals ages 30 and older who were household heads and spouses or partners in the 2015 main PSID. Those who completed their 2015 main interview in Spanish were not eligible. The supplement collected information on 3 broad topics: well-being, personality, and cognitive ability. The first 3 sections focus on well-being and include measures of life satisfaction and flourishing, positive and negative emotions in the last 30 days, and activities and well-being experienced on the prior day. The next 3 sections focus on personality-related measures. We included an abbreviated version of the Big 5 and items to measure self-efficacy, trust hostility, and achievement orientation. All measures except the Big 5 were also asked in the 1972 PSID main interview. The final 4 sections focus on cognitive ability and include a section on verbal reasoning, health literacy, quantitative reasoning, and financial literacy. For items in these sections, we have provided users with an indicator of whether the item was correct or not. The verbal reasoning items were also asked in the 1972 PSID main interview. The quantitative reasoning items were developed for the health and retirement study. The questions were identical across modes, except for the quantitative reasoning section. On the web, respondents received 6 items in this section. All web respondents were asked the first block, consisting of 3 items. A second block of 3 items depended on the number answered correctly in the first block. On paper, respondents received 7 items in all, 3 from the first block, and then the middle item from each potential follow-up block. Detailed paradata about completion of the quantitative reasoning items has been provided. We include item-level timings, an indicator if the respondent backed up to the item to see the page again, and an indicator if the respondent timed out at that item, which occurred after 15 minutes. In addition, for all sections, we include section-level timings, as well as backup and timeout indicators. A number of scales that have been previously used in the literature can be generated from the Wellbeing supplement. For guidance on scale construction, including references, please see the Wellbeing in Daily Life user guide. Now that we've gone through the content, let's go over the data structure. The 2016 Wellbeing file includes variables to link to the 1968 to 2015 PSID public release individual and family files. To merge to the individual file, users should merge records using the Family Interview ID number and sequence number. The Family Interview ID number is WB16YRID in Wellbeing and ER34301 in the individual file, and the sequence number is WB16SN in Wellbeing and variable ER34302 in the individual file. To merge the Wellbeing data with the family file, users should merge records using the Family Interview ID number, WB16YRID in Wellbeing, and ER60002 in the family file. Next, we'll demonstrate how to access the data. Let's begin at the PSID's homepage, psid.org. Navigate to the Data Selection tab in the menu that appears at the bottom of the PSID banner that runs across the top of the homepage. From here, you can either create a customized dataset from the online data center, or click on the Package Data link from the list of items, and then select the Main and Supplemental Studies option. The Wellbeing in Daily Life zip file contains the data file in text format, as well as set up programs to read the data into SAS, SPSS, or Stata. It also contains a codebook, README file, and a detailed user guide. This web tutorial was produced by Nora Insalera and Vicki Friedman with funding from the National Institute on Aging. This ends the web tutorial on the Wellbeing in Daily Life supplement. Comments and questions may be sent to psidhelp@umich.edu.